Hey y'all, so first I want to welcome you to my hair tutorial. Like I said, this is a Kash doll inspired hairstyle, so it's just my little technique and my little twist to the whole hairstyle. This is something I put together real quick because I wanted y'all to be able to have something in time for Valentine's Day, to be able to offer a new service and elevate your income. So let's get right to it. So right now I'm just showing you track placement on how to lay your tracks. You want to lay them going towards the face to be able to have that slightly heavy bang, but not too much of a chunky bang. And right here on the side, once you, get the tracks in, you're going to lay them where it is horizontal. You don't want to slant them. Don't slant them because therefore it's going to bring too much fullness to the face. And when she want to put her hair behind her ear, it won't be easy. So you see how easy that was right there, just to push the hair behind her ear. So you want to make sure you land them straight, kind of parallel with her eyebrow to make it easier to put behind the ear. I was just showing you, I laid the second bundle right there. And I'm going to also show you a little bit more track placement as I finish off the gluing of the tracks. So stay tuned and keep looking. Make sure that last track goes to the top. Right here, I'm also showing you how I cover up my track. You know, sometimes as the quick weaves get old, the new growth pushes out the tracks and it shows a gap. So I spray the black spray. Right here you see me using the foam because foam also helps sets the hair. It's like it acts as a straightening agent as far as when you put heat to it after it dries. It helps keep the hair from reverting back quicker. I find it better to use the molding versus trying to use a lot of wax, because if you use a lot of wax, it has very sticky and stiff vibes. So this is a heat protector. I know I didn't get to show the full bottle, but y'all know that red bottle comes from the hair store. Very popular. I also use Kenra. I think it's number 13 for a light holding spray for my leave out. And like I said, this side, I'm just now straightening. The other side, you can see I straightened. You can see how straight it got it. So I also split my leave out sections on each side in 2 sections to make sure I get it completely straight from the scalp to lay it down. I usually only do 1 or 2 passes, but with this client, she had really curly roots, so therefore I use my hot comb, and I'm going in with my Baby Bliss flat irons. You can see the shine is there. That is so beautiful already. And I'm going in with the second section to use my dimed out hot comb. Shout out to my friend for the hot comb, y'all. I forgot her name. I think it's Kia. I bought that hot comb for her. And it's been holding me down for almost 4 years. And like I said, you see how it's giving silky. Right here, I'm showing you my little secret, because don't nobody use edge control no more. That stuff reverts your hair back quicker than water, and it gives you a greasy forehead. So I think that's the Ibn spray, the black can. I was asking my client, I know she's like, I can't really get my hair in, but she held it for me, helped out a lot. And you see how I'm just brushing it up. I call this my hill over my mountain, meaning I'm creating this hill, which is the pushback part, It don't take a lot. You see that? Do you see that? And I'm creating my mount as I brush the hair back over that. You see that? That's that lift. Heel over my mountain. And this hot comb gonna get me straight every time. Ooh, Lord, I was making sure I ain't hit her forehead. Because like I said, that bang is not too chunky, but it's full enough. And that part, I didn't get to show that part, but I'm pretty sure y'all know how to spray your part. And like I said, there's no edge control. That's just the holding spray. I'm showing you right now the angle that you need to cut to frame the face. You don't want to take too much. You just want to take maybe a 4-finger width of hair in the front. And see, her leave out is like at the top part of her nose arch between her eyes. So I really could have went higher, but I just wanted to start off a little bit lower and work my way up. You can cut this so many ways. You can cut going down like that, or I think I'm gonna pick it up and let y'all see me do it with notching, with the open and close scissor technique. There we go. I hope y'all can see it. There we go. Just going in open and close technique with the scissors. I'm not doing no slithering cut because that'll pull. I'm just going in, simply notching it, letting y'all see. And you see once it drops into the angle. And like I said, you just keep repeating this to your desired angle. You don't want to cut too much because then the curls will be pushed too far off of her face. And we don't want that. We don't want it to look like a dang on V-cut or a mullet. Only unless that's what you're going for. But in this instance, we're not going for that. So you don't want to cut too much. But look at this. Look, 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 look. Come look at this. Look at that. That's all you're doing. That's all you're doing is notching. Giving that open close. You see this right here? You see that? I'm just going in and finishing it up. Right here. And I was just showing, like, you can use your ear and your shoulder. That's how I use my measurements to pull everything in front of my ear forward to cut into the face frame angle. You see how I finished that off? That's it, all the way to the tip. I'm gonna keep combing just to make sure and get the angle together. Because when you curl it, you're gonna want it to hit the face real sharp. Okay, we move to the back side. And I'm showing you, you want to start kind of like at your shoulder, the tip of your shoulder. That's where you want to start your first layer at. And you see how, like I said, you can cut so many ways. You can cut this way. It was kind of easy to cut this way so y'all can actually see. But sometimes cutting that way, you got to be careful because you'll cut off too much than what you're supposed to. So you're just taking pie slices to go in and take your sections to cut. You see how I left some of the hair at the bottom? With cutting it quickly, you got to leave some hair at the bottom because if you don't, you're going to cut holes in it. And you can already see right here, I'm showing you the, yes, that looks good. That looks good. Yes, you see how easy it is? When you follow the guide at the top, that's what I was pointing, the guide. You just follow the guide and give an open, close, scissor cut. And it's called notching. Just make sure you open and close it. And don't go in too hard. It's like you're snipping as you go. You're snipping as you go. Let's see. And there go the guide. I pointed at it. Look at that. Look. See? I should have straightened the hair before, but it was late, y'all. I was like, I gotta get this. We didn't leave the shop from recording to 1 something in the morning. So it was late. But you get the picture. You see the guide again? Just follow the guide. And as you can see, I still left some hair at the bottom. You want to leave like maybe 3 to 4 tracks at the bottom. So when the layers do drop, you know what I'm saying, you can go in and just notch the bottom. Look at the layers. You see that? Look at that. That's the secret right there, y'all. Cutting them layers at the back. That's the secret. The layers is the secret. That's the tea. You have to make sure your parting is correct. Your vertical parting, which is the pie slices, in the way that you hold it from your head, 90-degree angle. It holds your fingers at a 45-degree angle, kind of giving it a slight tilt. Beautiful. That looks good. That looks good. You can already see the layers. Ooh, and that leave out. Baby, who was natural? She was relaxed. What y'all talking about? I gave her relaxer. Nah, I know she was natural. But that Nairobi will fool. That Nairobi will straighten anything. Okay, just face framing the hair on the other side. Showing y'all the angle that's already there. Okay. You know, you don't want to grab too much. It's easy to work with less hair in your hand versus a lot of hair. But that's the key, y'all, the layers. Okay, so here we go. This is my T3 curlers. I could have went bigger, but we wanted to have a little bit of curl with layers. So I did the middle barrel. I forgot the inch. But it's like it comes 3 barrels in a package. This is the middle barrel. I had the small one, this is the middle, and then I got the real big one. Okay. So with curling, to give you that staggered layer look, you remember how we used to curl on base, off base, all of that stuff? No, we're going to sag it down a little past the shoulders. It depending on how long the hair is. So, and we wanted to give a little bit of curl, so I curled it up a little bit further. So, I said probably like 6 inches. You see that? Very sleek and neat. No fish hooks over here, baby. And I already sprayed the holding spray and the heat protected. Now you see how, as I did that first curve, you see how I flipped the hair over to the right? You have to do that. Because if you flip it to the left, on the opening end of the curler, the hair is going to slide out. And that's how sometimes you get a saggy curl. You also see, watch this. You see how I'm rotating it? It's staying at that same level, but I'm just rotating the barrel. You see that? You don't want to be able to roll up till you get too tight of a curl. You don't want it to be, you know, keep pulling it down to have no curl. You got to know how to work them Marcells to understand how to work the curlers. Okay, I'm holding it. I wish I would have had my glove on because that got real hot. So I tucked the tip in, and you see I put the duckbill clip right there. That's pretty right there. I love a neat curl. That is awesome. Just repeating this step. You see how I went in with the flap facing me, but the back side of the barrel, it was like I was kind of silking it as I went down the shaft of the hair. that's kind of like straightening it and curling it at the same time. You want to have the right tension. And like I said, you got to know how to use that curling iron with clicking it. It's all in the wrist. It's all in the flick of the wrist. You got to be multitasking with the comb, the other hand, to create that perfect curl. And as you can see, I didn't straighten the hair enough, but you see how the way I curled it and went in and pressed it at the same time with the curlers. Now, I could have pulled out my Marcel's now, but that stove be getting it hot in my salon, and I don't want to. I'm just repeating and I'm stacking it. I've already did the second row, and this is the last row. I was just showing you, just repeat it from left to right. And what I did, I parted from the back of the ear on each side, and I started that section. That's the biggest section, so that's why I start first. I part from each ear, the back of the ear, and I start part from the bottom and work my way up to the top. And I put 1, 2, 3 or 4 rows of curls. And as you can see, they're all sagged. They're not on base. They are very far off base, because you want to give that straight, flat look at the back and just the flips. Look at that. That is so perfect. Oh, okay. So I did 4 layers. Okay. And the same thing to the front. So once you finish that large section at the back, you're going to go to the front. And I usually save the side with a bangus last, but I just started this one. And like I said, just make sure it's smooth and you sag it. Probably, I think I started laying the first row on the side to let it sit a little bit past her shoulder. And then when you place the clips, you want to place it like in the middle back. Same thing here, you guys. I'm just going in, parting the sections off. And the same thing with cutting. Less hair, curling, you always get a smoother curl. Because if you try to curl a lot of hair, it's not going to give a smooth curl. You're going to have a lot of fish hooks. And as you can see right here, the curl looked like it was falling because them layers up in there, baby. Them layers is the tea. I'm trying to tell you, that's the hairstyle. Like, you got to know how to cut them layers. You see this, y'all? You can see this right there, smoothing it down as I go. And you see how I lay it to the right? You just repeat that all over. I promise y'all. This is the secret right here, is cutting and stacking the curls. This remind me of back in the day when I used to beg my mama to give me the pineapple basket. This is the same technique, just without the bobby pins. You're just clipping it with the duckbill clips. Yep. Gonna clip that right there. You see that perfect, that smooth it is? Okay, working my way up to the front. So this is I think, the last piece to the bang. I could have split that in 2, but, you know, I said I'm gonna work it out. Lord, I thought I'd burn her. She would have jumped if I did. Like I said, you want to be able to smooth that out. And it's okay if her hair or your clients leave it out. You know what I'm saying? I usually spray the hair while I'm curling it. Ooh, look at me shaking that thing, burning my hand. Ooh, Lord. I love my curlers. You see that? You just kind of clamp that as if you did a slight spiral. You see how you curl it? Like a slight spiral curl? But see, that's the thing too. Neatness is key. Take your time. Right here, I'm just showing you how I had the curls stacked. And when you straighten your hair before you curl it, you don't have to go back in and work backwards. I done straightened the hair, did the part, slicked the edges. I cut the layers first, then I curled it. And when you pin it, that's it. You know, that's it. Let's see the back. Very neat. Very neat. Very neat, might I say again. Them curls looking good. I love it. Dang, guys, I had recorded it and I thought I had put it in here. I don't know what happened. Like I said, my husband was my recorder, my videographer, so I'm so sorry, y'all. I thought I had the comb out video in here, but like I said, the main part is what I was telling you, is the layers and the sleekness of the hair and the curl placing. That's the main one, because when you comb it out, you ain't doing nothing but, you know what I'm saying, positioning the curls. And it's okay. Like you see right now, I'm still going in and cutting a few pieces just to get it the way I like it, just to take the weight off of them flips so they can flip up. Give me peacock. Yes, look at that. And you see it's the slight curl at the bottom. That's why I said when you cutting the layers, leave some hair at the bottom so you can keep the length. But y'all see them layers? Do you see that? Do you see that? Woo! Look at that bang, y'all. I hope y'all enjoy what I was able to give you. Be blessed and look out for many more to be dropping soon.